Hi, let's talk about what is Agent Engine. So in this video, I will cover how we can build our agent into the Agent Engine. So let's first understand what is Agent Engine. So Agent Engine is a fully managed runtime in a Vertex AI that helps you to deploy your custom agent to production with built-in testing and release and all the reliability and security with scale. So, when you build an agent, you try to test it on a local machine, right? But this is not enough when you want to run it into the production. So, Agent Engine is a part of Google broader generative AI and agentic AI offering. So, with Google Cloud, we get this as a service in the Vertex AI Agent Engine. Previously known as Vertex AI Reasoning Engine, now we call it as Vertex AI Agent Engine. So this engine allow us to build agents easier than ever. So you can create agents and you can integrate Google Gemini models, use Python functions and tools like LangChains for orchestrated reasoning, and all that is serverless, fully managed, and fully scalable environment. So you are deploying the agents in a managed environment like Cortex AI, which brings multiple advantages, especially for the production workflow. And you do not need to think about the infrastructure to run your agent. So deploying your agent with the Vertex AI agent engine takes approximately 5 minutes. We will see in the demo how much time it takes, but generally it takes 5 to 6 minutes. And after the deployment, Google will provide you some reasoning engine endpoint, and that you can consume it and test it. And you can also use it with your within the REST API or using the Python framework. So to use a local agent, there is no need to deploy it. This makes iterating on your prompt easy, and you can easily test it. But after creating the agent, we can use it in the production with a few lines of code by using the reasoning engine ID that we got once it is deployed. So from there, we can send the queries to agentic endpoint, and which automatically respond your request. And behind the scene, it scales your infrastructure or the request. So you don't need to worry about the underlying infrastructure. So here you can see that the agents is using the agent engine. The agent engine push your agents in a package in the form of containers and deploy it on agent. You can deploy your agent in agent engine, cloud run, GKE. It's up to you, but Google recommend to use the agent engine because this is pretty easy and straightforward way. And behind the scene, Google takes care of a lot of things like the infrastructure, the session IDs, memories, and a lot of other components which are very essential in serving the agent response. So this is the picture that I wanted to show you, that everything under Vertex AI Agent Builder. So Vertex AI Agent Builder is a suite of features for building and deploying your AI agents, and it consists of these components. So you can see you have an agent garden. So agent garden is a nothing. It's a library where you can find and explore sample agents, right? I'll show you in a separate video how you can use sample and tools to accelerate your agent gardens, right? So there are some pre-built agents that you can directly use. Then you have something called Agent Development Kit, which we have already discussed. Is an open source framework that actually simplifies the process of building the multi-agent systems. And it has the agent tools. You can use the agent tools, right? We have built-in tools like Vortex AI search, code execution. We have a RAG engine for retrieval augmented generation RAG. We have Google Cloud tools that can connect to your APIs and there are 100 plus integration connector. We have a model context protocol. We have some ecosystem tools such as LangChain tools, GenAI toolbox database, and then you can see you have agent engine also covered under this hood, where you can deploy your agent, monitor and log and trace your agent, which also maintains session and short-term memory. So we will discuss all these things. This suite also contains the model, the optimized model, or whatever models you want to choose. You can choose it from here. Model got hundreds of curated LLMs, and then you have open ecosystem, and the framework you want to use. So all those things are basically coming under just one umbrella. Now this is the overall architecture of AI Agent Engine. It's a fully managed service, as we know. So you can see here, you have the client is sending a request to the agent engine. The agent engine is taking care of your sessions, events, state and memory, and then you can use all any framework using ADK, LangGraph, LangChain. So you can develop your agent using any of this agent framework, and then you can also use custom tools or built-in tools. So we have built-in tools, custom tools, Google Cloud tools. Already we have discussed in the previous slide, and you can use the models, Gemini model, got any models or LLM for with your agents. Then you can evaluate it locally or using the Vertex AI evaluation. So you can evaluate it, and once your agent is deployed, what you can do, you can also trace and monitor how your agent is performing, how the request is flowing, right, your conversational, because behind the scene when you chat with your agent, there are a lot of sessions are session IDs and states. You can trace it easily from the observability section, and then finally you register your agent to the agent space. So there are something that agent engine takes care of your session. So what is session is? Session is representing the chronological sequence of the messages and the actions. So actions are nothing, are the events. It could be for your single conversation, or maybe for the ongoing interaction between you or the agent system. So now events basically stores the content of the conversation. It also maintain the states. States basically holds the temporary data which relevant only during the current conversation. So it maintain the state of a session, and the memory is the personalized information that can access across multiple sessions for a particular user. So this agent engine can memorize to your personalized response of the user and ensure that there is a cross session continuity. And the core functionality of the Vertex AI engine includes starting the new conversation. So it's create the new session, and it resuming the existing conversation. All this is done because it manage the example store, it manage the session, it manage the memory, right? So that's why whenever you left your last conversation, even if you have seen in the chat GPT or Gemini, when you create a the chat interface or the new interface, and then you came back after 1 week. Even after 1 week, the state is managed, the memory is managed. Even if you start from there, the agent engine understand that the session of the conversation of the previous history, and it respond you accordingly. So these are some of the component. Now let's build the agent and deploy. So how do you want to deploy an agent on Vertex AI or Agent Engine? So you first set up the environment, which we have already set up. We need to configure Google Cloud Project, install Vertex AI SDK. Then we use something called develop an agent. So you first develop an agent. Basically, we will build the agent like we built it before. You build your agent Using ADK, can build your agent using LangChain or QAI or any sort of framework. So that's why we call it develop. Once the agent is developed, you'll deploy it to the managed runtime. So you can create and update. So basically, we use the agent underscore engine dot update or agent underscore engine dot create. This is the parameter that we use when we use the agent engine. I'll deploy to the agent engine. Then you use the agent to send the query to see whether the agent is expecting whether the agent is responding as expected or not. And then you finally you manage the deployed agent update or delete or maybe list your agent engine. Right now you can only manage agent engine using the CLI method. The GUI console way is still not in preview mode, so once it is available you can see your agent engine endpoints over there. So there are multiple use cases of agents. You can build agents by connecting to public APIs. You can build agents by connecting to database. You can build agents to the multiple connectors from the Google Cloud. So you can connect your agents to like Slack or Google Cloud Calendar, Jira, Salesforce, GitHub, G Drive. Like there are multiple connectors already there, so you can utilize those connectors and connect your agents to to take it so that you can process your natural language into the action. I will cover all those demos in the future sessions, one by one. So we will see, the pre-built engine or sample agents from Google Cloud. We will also build some uh, using the connectors. We'll cover multiple use case, so you will understand how agents actually works in the real world. Okay, so let's jump onto my Google Cloud Console. I'll show you the demo here. Let me just open my IDE. I'm going to basically deploy the very simple, get weather agent like we have created before into the agent engine, right? So let's build it. So let's understand the code first. So here, the first thing is that I'm creating this agent. So we have a same directory, agent engine. I mean agent engine demo. I've created a separate directory, and I'm using the same code over there. I've activated my virtual environment and I've authenticated to my Google Cloud project. Right, so you can use G Cloud or default application login. You can use that command to authenticate with your Google Cloud, and this is the code, right? So the so the first thing is that you install and initialize the Vertex AI SDK Python, which is a pip install and then Google Cloud API Platform Agent Engine SDK. This is the, I'll put it here. Maybe where is that? Let me open the integrated terminal. So here you just make sure you run this command pip install upgrade Google Cloud API AI platform, and this is the Agent Engine SDK. So you need to run this. Oh, 1 second. I think you need to put it under quote. Right, so it's already installed in my on my machine, so I don't need to take an action. Okay, now what we are going to do, the first thing is we are importing the Vertex AI agent engine from Vertex AI, and then we are initializing the SDK. So when you initialize the Vertex AI, you pass the project ID, location, and this bucket is needed. This bucket is needed for agent engine because all your agent is going to be pushed as a package to this GCS bucket. So this is very important. Then we can develop a tool. Um, Before you develop an agent, let's first develop a tool. This is the same code, right? We are getting it from the same exact same code, right? So this is a tool called get exchange rate. We are passing the currency from in USD dollar, and it convert to the euro, and using the currency date, and then we are giving some instruction that retrieve the exchange rate between two currencies on a specified date, and we are importing the request. The response is going to be, this tool is basically calling this particular API, and with this parameter from currency and to currency, and then it returns the response in the JSON format. Next is we are going to instantiate an agent like we have did it before. So from Google.adk agents, we are importing the agents, and from previewing reasoning engine, we are importing the ADK app. So this is again we are defining the root agent. In the root agent, what you do basically you provide the name of your agent, and then model or the LLM, and the tools. So tools we are passing it this one, get exchange. This is a function tool, and I'm passing all this agent into the app variable, right? And then this part is basically we are testing the agent locally, right? For event in app stream query user ID, you can pass it any user ID, and a message I'm saying what is the exchange rate from US dollar to ACK today, and then printing the event. See, from here we are testing it locally. Now, once you test it, you're gonna deploy it on this agent to the agent engine. So to do that, you need to import agent engine. We have already imported it, so no need to define it here again. But anyways, so and we are saying remote underscore agent. This is the um, this creates a reasoning engine resource in Vertex AI using agent underscore engine dot create, and this entire variable app, right? And this is our requirement dot txt, you can say that. And the requirement is like we must have this engine modules and ADK as a part of this package. Now test the next code is how you can send the query to your deployed agent. So this is the piece of code that you can send it. You need to mention the user ID and the message. The message is I'm asking the question that what is the exchange rate from US dollar to SEK today, right? Or any Indian currency that you want to know the exchange rate, and then finally I want to delete this agent once the agent has been deployed. Query the answer, and then I want to delete this remote app, right? So let's run this, and this is a testing phase. So I should be able to perform all those steps, and finally I want to delete this agent. So you need to make sure that you must have a Python version less than 12. Otherwise, agent doesn't support the Python version more than 3.12. If you have version 3.13, then it's not going to support it. So version 3.8 to 3.12, it is that is supported by the agent engine, right? So you run this code. So you can see the local test is working. You can see the currency exchange rate, which we have tested our agent. And then now after this part, I'm talking about this part, and this one, which we actually tested it locally, and then finally we are deploying this agent. So you can see that it is writing all my packages into the Google Cloud bucket. It is creating the agent engine, and it's going to take some time. If you want to see the progress, you can click on the following link. Just copy this one. I'm going to show you in the console. So you can see in the real time activity in the logging section. So here you can see that it is pulling a layer, downloading complete, and then it is pushing all the collecting all your requirements satisfied, and then it will finally push this into the Google Cloud bucket. So let's just refresh this Google Cloud bucket. Yeah, I think it's going to take some time. let's just wait for few minutes and I will resume the video once this is successfully deployed. So because it's gonna take a time, maybe sometime it will take 10 minutes also. So yeah, I can see that the agent has been successfully deployed and deleted because you can see that I have also a delete block. So what it has done, it has deployed this engine here. It also responded with the exchange rate, the query of our user from the user ID sumitk. So it has said that today the exchange rate of the USD to SEK is 96071. So it has answered your question, and finally it has executed this block, the delete block, and deleted the agent. So even if I want to show you, you can see the um, you can't see the packages under here because it has deleted this one. So this is just a basic agent engine deployment. It's a very basic agent and we have deployed it onto the agent engine. And behind the scene, all the infrastructure related things is something that is taken care by the Google Cloud. And you can use that endpoints. You can use these endpoints or these agent engine endpoints into your existing application, or you can integrate it with using the REST API, and you can send the query to this agent to perform the actions. So in next video, I what I'm going to do, uh, I will create a little complex agent engine which will use the RAG and Vertex AI search. So basically, what happens, we will create an agent and we will deploy that agent into the agent engine, and we will send the query to agent engine. And behind the scene, we will also create a data store in the AI application, and we will feed our data from the Google Cloud Storage from the public data set, and we will execute some RAG component over there. So we will feed the data, we will chunk the data and then embed it and store it as a vector database in a store, in a data store. And then we will send a query to our agent. The agent will retrieve the document or retrieve the data from your data store, and it send it the original query plus the retrieve data to your LLM, and the LLM will respond it on your original data or on your enterprise data and send you the response. So we will see this in a live action in my next demo. So I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much.